At the time of Dawood alayhi salam, the last story. At the time of Dawood alayhi salam, there was a woman who approached him in his court and asked him a question very angrily: is Allah just or is Allah unjust? Is Allah just to his slaves or is he unjust to them? It's a very peculiar question. So he asked the woman, what causes you to ask such a question? And she said that I knit things and I take them to the market and sell them. And with the money that I make, I buy food for myself and my children, and I buy more material for the next day, and nothing's left over. And this is how I survive every single day. She lived day to day, check to check, barely getting by. She said, today on my way to the market, a bird came and swooped and took my knitting and flew away. And now I have nothing to sell at the market today and will not be able to feed my children. And this bird is acting upon the fitrah of Allah. Excuse me, it didn't happen that day, it happened a few days before. So she said, now I've had nothing to feed my children. Is Allah just or is Allah unjust? It's a very difficult question to answer. It's a good one, because this bird is acting upon fitrah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created it to act a certain way, and it's doing what it's commanded to do. As she was discussing this, some men came in with big bags of gold, and they dropped them in front of Dawood alayhi salam. And they said, this is sadaqah for Allah to whomever you desire and see fit that it goes to. And they were strangers to that place. So Dawood asked them, what is the story behind this? They said, we are merchants who travel by sea, and we were on our way here and a big storm came and broke our sail, and we were not able to steer the ship, so it was just wandering aimlessly, and we thought that we were going to end up dying. And we made dua to Allah that if Allah would free us from this predicament, that we would give away all of our earnings on this boat in His sake. They said, not long after we made this dua, a bird flew by and dropped some knitting material, some thread, yarn, and knitting material onto the boat that we were able to use to repair our sail, thus making it to your land. And so here we are fulfilling our oath to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Dawood looks at the woman and he asked her the same question that she asked him. Is Allah just or is Allah unjust to His slaves? You have a Lord who is working for you on land, at sea, and in the air. Now is Allah just or is He unjust? And he gave her all of the gold. You see, sometimes Allah's plan does not make sense.